pressure or opening pressure is between 10 to 20 centimeter of water. Normally there is a pressure inside in millimeter of mercury is around 180 to 200 millimeter of mercury, and in the lying position, and in standing position it is around 200 to 300 millimeter of mercury. Regarding biochemistry, what we need to see, there are proteins, even although they are lower than the serum protein, but it is around 15 to 45 milligram per deciliter. Means 1.5 to 4.5 gram per liter. And regarding glucose also there, it means 2/3 of the blood glucose. It means if there is 120 milligram of blood glucose, serum glucose level, CSF contain around 2/3 of it, means 50 to 80 milligram. And normal CSF only contain few mononuclear cells, white blood cells, and mostly some neutrophil or lymphocytes. So during analysis, if there is a high protein, it will indicate infection or some infiltration disorder. Highly elevated, more than 1 gram per liter, are seen in the Guillain-Barré syndrome and tuberculous meningitis. We will see, we can see over here. So this is the norm. You can also in the ward or in the emergencies, when there is a lumbar puncture, you will get the result like this. Pressure is around like this, normal. Appearance, normal. Protein quantity is this. Glucose this much. Gram strength normal. Glucose CSF 0.6, and W white blood cell, white cell count is less than 3. In bacteria, the pressure would be high. It is more than 30 centimeter of water. And its appearance in bacterial, we will see first bacterial. So its appearance would be due to the inflammation. The color would change. It would change into turbid. Protein content, because there is an inflammatory cytokines, even C-reactive protein. So therefore, in bacterial, it would be more. Normal is 0.18 to 0.45. It would be more than 1 in bacteria. Glucose, because bacteria loves glucose or loves, they eat candies, like glucose like candies. So if it is normal is like 3.5, so it would be less than 2.2. I mean normal, less than normal in case of bacterial. And gram strength means we can uh, stand them with the hematoxylin eosin dye. In 60 to 90% cases, it would be positive. And white blood cell count is more than 500, and mostly in bacteria, which white cell count increase, definitely neutrophils. So neutrophil count, mostly volume of neutrophils. And glucose CSF ratio, already we discussed, it would be lesser in CSF, and in bacterial meningitis, it would be more toward the lower side. In viral, the pressure would be different virus, like most common is herpes simplex virus. Even sometimes because of cytomegalovirus, Epstein-Barr virus could be, even mumps or measles could lead to viral meningitis. The appearance would be clear, and protein is not as much as high. It would be less than 1, because there would be a lesser reaction. And they not eat glucose, so glucose level would remain normal. And they are not standing with hematoxylin eosin. W cell count is more than 1000, and more than 1000, which are more predominant? Monocytes. But 10% have polymorph if they are, and 30% have more than 50%. So predominant are monocytes, or sometimes lymphocytes are also present. Fungal and tuberculosis. Fungal, in fungal, the pressure is normal. Apparent fibrin waves, especially in tuberculosis, and protein is high in tuberculosis, but fungal it would be same. So in tuberculosis, it is around 0.12, not as much as bacteria. While glucose, definitely tuberculosis is a bacteria, so glucose level would be, while in fungal, mostly it is normal. And white cell count is around 100, not as like viral. It is 100 to 500, and mostly monocyte and lymphocyte. Sorry, this is not clear, but it is the same in the bacterial, viral, and subarachnoid hemorrhage. Subarachnoid hemorrhage. What we will see in the color, obviously, bloody. It's not clear. Intracranial pressure would be increased, but glucose will remain same. Additional investigation including gram stain, we can also do culture. So whenever CS you taken out lumbar puncture, you need to write out. You need to write out clearly. You need to go for microscopic culture and sensitivity (MCS). Microscopic culture and sensitivity, and gram stain is especially for bacterial organism. In some condition, we also need to do like culture, especially in tuberculosis. Xanthochromia, we already discussed that these are the yellow appearance of the centrifuge CSF resulting from RBC breakdown product. Oxyhemoglobin and bilirubin, and representing high likelihood of subarachnoid hemorrhage. Mostly we do in cases of suspicious of subarachnoid hemorrhage. In those cases where the CT scan results negative. In around 5% of the cases, the results remain negative. These are very specific oligoclonal band seen in the multiple sclerosis and neurosyphilis. Neurosyphilis is because of an organism syphilis, Treponema spirochetes. Also, virology, polymerase chain reaction PCR for tuberculosis and viral and partially treated bacterial meningitis. Indian staining, especially for crypto, you need to remember these. Normally, in practice also, these are very rare. There are some biomarkers are also, like in Alzheimer's disease. As you already know that Alzheimer's disease is a dementia condition, especially in old age. What you can see, total tau protein and phosphorylated tau, both increase in the Alzheimer's disease. Another condition is Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. It is by the prion, especially in UK, by the cows. The most widely used CSF. The changes, dementic changes, and other neuropsychiatric condition develop very rapidly. So CSF biomarker is 1433 protein. There is another biomarker is S100 protein is the it is mostly if there is a stroke or trauma. So ependymal cells we discussed previously. Uh, they secrete out this S100. So S100B is elevated in CSF and blood in acute brain injury caused by trauma and stroke, and its concentration correlates with the severity of the injury. And so briefly we can discuss the CSF is the fluid which is secreted in the choroidal by the choroidal plexus and tuft of capillaries in the choroidal plexus in the ventricles. There are three ventricles: lateral ventricles, third ventricle, and fourth ventricle. They communicate with each other through different foramen, like aqueduct of Sylvius, foramen of Monroe, foramen of Magendie, foramen of Leschka, communicate to the subarachnoid space. And from subarachnoid space, it will go into the venous sinuses by the subarachnoid villi. It will circulate by the help of these villi, microvilli, present on the ependymal cell and then to the subarachnoid body in the subdural sinuses. So therefore, it circulates three times, around 500 ml secreted or manufactured daily in these ventricles, and it circulate or replenish or cycle around 3 to 4 times. What are the function? Nutrition, cushion, act as a sink to accumulate waste product, and also buoyancy to make the brain lighter. Therefore, we human not feeling pressure of the or weight of the tongue. Then there are during interpretation we need to take CSF by through lumbar puncture, and lumbar puncture there are some indication like bacterial meningitis, viral meningitis, tuberculous meningitis, some carcinomatosis, and some neurological condition like multiple sclerosis, sarcoidosis, Guillain-Barré syndrome. So due to the inflammation of the meninges, there are three covering of the meninges: pia mater, arachnoid mater, and dura mater. So when there is an inflammation of the brain or these meninges, there is contamination of these fluids. And by the help of this lumbar puncture under laboratory test, microscopic culture and sensitivity, and already we discussed gram stain and PCR, we need to localize the organism and treat the patient in the better way. It also used for therapeutic purpose, like in chemotherapy, intrathecal lumbar puncture, especially in spinal anesthesia, and also baclofen for relaxation, and also for the tests like myelography and cystography. So this is little bit about CSF. These are the marker like Alzheimer's disease. There are tau proteins or amyloid, beta amyloid protein is also there. To include Jacob disease, 14-3 protein, and S100 in acute. Yes, anything else? Hello, you get something or get nothing? We need to go again. Yes, please. Hello, can you hear me? Yes, Palvasha. Anything else we need to repeat? It is actually the class of interpretation of CSF, but I discuss most of the things. There are 3 or 4 you will see in the ward, in the emergency or in the clinics, how to read CSF in bacterial meningitis, in viral meningitis, in tuberculous meningitis, and fungal meningitis. So as already we discussed that protein, glucose, and white cell count, These are the fundamentals that you need to see, and intracranial pressure. So anything else you want to ask, or anything that I know it is different from other topics, and I don't know how much I persuade you or guide you. Yes, Dr. Hira, Dr. Aisha, Dr. Palvasha, any query regarding this CSF? It means if you have no query, it means either you understand or got everything what I told you, or you got nothing. Actually, very rare, because CT and MRI mostly, and the clinical symptoms will indicate that what type of the disease is this. Very rarely, because it is not all labs perform these tests. These are the very specific tests. So therefore, our journey only from meningitis, viral meningitis to tuberculous meningitis, mostly in our setup. So very rarely, these are, yeah, you are right, Dr. Aisha, these are the confirmatory tests, and they need special laboratory material or equipment. Unfortunately, those are not available here. Definitely, if you will go for the higher laboratories, you can find out these. Yes, we can confirm by this. Similarly, like subarachnoid, we can by observation, by a fluid color, but spectrography for confirmation. Or these lumbar puncture mostly do after 10 to 12 hours later after CT scan, if CT scan get negative. So let me ask you, uh, how much CSF produced daily? How much CSF? No, it is no. CSF daily production is around 0.2 to 0.7 ml per minute. Around more than 500. 500 is approximately 500 ml per day. It means 150 ml. Yes, Ms. Pa, you're right. It means 150, 3 to 4 times replenish or cycle, or it absorb. Where it will absorb? Who will tell me? If 500 is secreted, it means 500 would be absorbed. And where it would be absorbed? Yeah, Hira, you're right. Venous sinuses, it would absorb. Let me ask one more thing. What is the total capacity of the brain? How much fluid, including blood, it contains? Suppose 500 is CSF. So blood, definitely in sinuses there would be blood also. There would be lymphatics also. Any idea? So it would be around 1.6 liter to 1.7 liter has the capacity. Okay. In bacteria, glucose level will be high or less? Who will tell me? Remember, bacteria loves candies. Therefore, they eat them. Yeah. What about virus? In virus, yeah, it would be normal. In viral, which white cell count will be predominant?